Today we thought we're gonna show you what kind of gear we are using to film, to vlog.
We're gonna talk about what kind of camera we use for like the sit-down videos here, what kind of camera we use when we're like outside, so like the vlogging camera, and also what kind of like tripods we use, microphones. So we're also filming on the DJI Osmo Pocket when we're outside. This is our like main vlogging camera. And I love this camera so much because it's super little, it's so compact, and it's actually a gimbal. So that means that when you're walking outside, every like shot you take is like super stable. And I'm a person who hates when shots are like so shaky. And this DJI Osmo Pocket is so amazing when it comes to like steady shots. And you can also like film outside without being like noticed by people, because sometimes people or like usually like YouTubers, vloggers walk around with like a big ass camera with also like a big microphone. And this DJI Osmo Pocket is so small, it's also so cute, and when we're outside no one is even noticing that we're like vlogging. So I love this aspect about the DJI Osmo Pocket so much. And it had so many like great functions on it, also like face tracking, so if I move my face it will track my face, so that's awesome. So this is our vlogging camera.
Giordano is really like the tech guy in our relationship, and also with our little projects for YouTube. So he's really always watching reviews the whole time to find the perfect product for us. It always has to be, of course, simple, easy to use. So maybe these are also some good tips for you if you want to start your own YouTube channel. What are we filming with right now?
We switched cameras. We used to have like a big camera. It was the Canon 70D. It's actually like a bulky camera. It's super good, but it's so heavy. We actually wanted to have a camera and basically like another setup that's like a little bit more less weight and also a little bit more minimalistic. We started out with the Canon 70D. Then we also used wireless microphones. So these microphones that you can clip on here to your like shirt. It was fun in the beginning.
It felt like, you know, you're hosting a television show. It wasn't really feeling that comfortable all the time, and also like setting everything up, you know, it's not natural. So I'm always a big fan of just like, you know, start talking and just filming and not have like a whole like complicated setup before. And with those mics, it was always, oh, you have to test it, and oh, is it like right here or is it right here? So it's too much of a hassle.
When we used to film, we were using like studio lights. And now when we film, this is just like daylight coming in, so there's no studio lights here. It's so much easier for now to for us to make a video now and just to use daylight. And also our equipment is like super small and it's not so bulky, not so big anymore. We can just carry this outside. If we want to, we can take like everything that's here, like the camera, the microphone and the tripod here, we can take it outside. It's so much easier to have like a basic setup.
With the studio lights, I don't know, I always didn't like the optic of it. So I understand why people are using it, but I'm like really into those little details, and I always saw like in my skin tone and also on Giordano's skin tone, it was changing quite a bit, and of course you can adjust this, but I always think like there must be an easier way. So just using daylight is of course the most easiest way. It's always there.
Yeah, that's a tip. Use daylight when you're filming inside.
And especially also in your house, when you film in the house, try to find a spot where the light is always good. So test out different areas in your house. For us, this location where we're standing right now, that's like the perfect spot, because then Giordano is also not too dark, I'm not too light. But that's something you always have to consider, because we're
too dark.
Obvious different skin types. So it's always difficult to adjust it to the both of us when we're both in the shot.
Not only this, and you're like a little bit smaller. And I'm a little bit taller. So we also have to adjust the tripod. And there's always a little bit of a hassle, and especially when we go outside, try to make like a vlog. Keep that also in mind. when you're filming. The camera that we're using at the moment is a camera from Sony. It's the A6300, Maria. What do you like the most about this camera?
I like that it's small. I like that I can even use it. So it's not too complicated. It's just a really lightweight. It doesn't look weird also when you carry it outside, you know, because I'm still not really comfortable to just hold up a big ass camera into my face when I want to fly.
We're not Casey Neistat.
No. And also what I like about it is actually the lens we're using, because it gives really the look I want. There's also like a daylight filter on it when it gets too light.
Yeah, we have an ND filter on it. So
I like that, and even, you know, you can put on a microphone. You have a little flippy screen, so it is. It's nice. It's a nice compact camera, and I think it is really upgrade for it.
This camera has like a flip screen, but it doesn't go all the way up. So that's the thing with the Sony A6000 series. The A6400 has a flippy screen. I love this camera so much because it's small. The autofocus is amazing. We don't have to think about like autofocus the whole time. It's like an older camera, but it's still amazing for doing these kinds of like videos in the house and also for taking pictures. The lens that we're using is actually the Sigma 16mm lens, 1.4 aperture. So that means that oh, why are you looking at me like this?
Just looking at them like, what are you saying?
You always have like a lot of light coming into the lens. And regarding our sound, we're using a little microphone now. It's the little video micro. It's super small, but it gives like clear sound. It's so little, and I love this microphone compared to like big ass microphones or just like the wireless systems with like the clip-on microphones that we also have. We just like sort everything that we had when it comes to cameras, and I'm also a person that also wants to like improve like our videos, and also like a lot of into like technology, so I just want to be like up to date when something comes out. But also for the moment, I love this camera, I love the microphone, I love the setup.
We are also, like, you know, we're more of minimalists, so it's not like when we buy new gear that we keep the old ones. It's actually always Giordano tries to sell it for a good price, of course, and then invest in something new. And also what I think with the gear we have right now, it's so minimalist but gives us the best quality we can get now at this moment. Of course there's always room for improvement, but I think we have right now everything we need to make videos, to really create what we want to create without any hassle or too much gear that we have to use. I'm pretty big fan of the gear we have right now, so it's everything we need right now.
And we also bought a new tripod
because the old one, it came with the camera, right?
The old one came actually with another camera we bought when we were also in Barcelona, and we also sold this one because it was shit. And it was like basically just like a cheap ass tripod that you can also buy on Amazon for like 10-15 euros.
So it literally broke.
So it's gone now. So we bought a new one. It's also from Amazon. I believe it was around like 35 euros, and it's like super sturdy, and it's not made out of plastic.
It looks immediately more professional and also more steady. So the other one, it was really just like you felt like, oh, it might gonna fall when I just touch it. So this one just really stands up, but it's still pretty lightweight, and you can fold it up like really small. So you can even carry it in your suitcase, backpack. So it's really handy, and I think also for outside when we want to shoot outside, it's just really really convenient.
This is not a sponsored video, I wish. So we will drop some links down below to Amazon where you can buy it. We are open to sponsorships. Hey Amazon.
No, Amazon, no. Yeah, so this was all our gear we're using at the moment right now. And if you have any other questions about the gear, or maybe just also let us know what you are actually using.
I'm so curious about the equipment that you guys are using, so please maybe show us some pictures of the equipment that you're using.
Also your opinions about
Yeah.
our gear. I'm pretty sure there are also some people who don't like Sony.
People always have opinions about stuff, and just let us know what kind of equipment you use, what you think about this, our stuff.
But also I want to know what you want to see from
Yeah.
us, you know? I mean, we have a lot of ideas and we love to make a lot of different stuff, but of course we're also making those videos for you. So we want some input. So just, you know, just leave us a comment what you want to see from us, what
Yeah.
you'd be interested in. Yeah, and also maybe you have some ideas how we can maybe improve our video quality.
And one last question before we leave. Here it comes. Sony or Canon? Leave your comment below. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.